Hello everyone, Snowden here, and today it is time for Dungeon Level 2 of our 2017 Diablo 1 Ironman adventure. Looks like we're going to check out our gear. We've got that scroll of Identify from before. Got some rags of 4 and a short bow. That Staff of Heal Other is clutch. And looks like we're not going to use that Scroll of Inferno. My brother Ben dropped it on the ground because it is bad. And now we got a buckler of 2, not an upgrade for our warrior, who's currently using a buckler of 3, I believe. Possibly a buckler of 5, actually. And there's no traps on any of these chests, so we're going to go right in. And it looks like we got a pretty good crack, a pretty good opening here. And the door's not trapped, so we can just pull all our enemies to this door and finish them off while they can only attack us from that one square. And a library right off the bat. Let's see what book it is. Alright, well, I'm casting this in retrospect, so I actually know what book it is, and the answer is you can't get this book. So this is a rare bookshelf that is unclickable, and you see me trying to click it so many times, like I can't believe it. Like, what is this? I'm losing my mind. And yeah, I'm gonna write out unclickable bookshelf. So the candlestick there is right in front of where you would have to stand to access the book, and the bookshelf is sort of inside this wall here, and yeah, we can't get it, so kind of disappointing. We thought about maybe like simulating a bookshelf, but how do you really do that? I don't know, I guess you could make another character and go to dungeon level 2 and find a bookshelf and get that book and then bring it back, but it's not worth it. So we ended up not getting that bookshelf because that's how the RNG gods favored us, with an unclickable bookshelf. And I think we have a unique monster here of the skeletal type. So Ben's going to get in there. Like I mentioned in the last episode, we want the warrior to get most of the experience, but if the skeleton breaks my rags like that, I'm going to have to get revenge. And you can see I'm opening my character menu here, hoping I'm going to get enough XP to level up. And I should be pretty close to leveling up. And of course, I'm going to throw in some extra DPS on that unique monster. That book looked like it dropped all the way over there on my screen, but I guess Ben was able to pick it up in his screen. We'll see what book it is momentarily. And it looks like I just got enough magic to use the Heal Other staff, which is excellent, because we're going to be needing that later on. Now that I'm really in suspense about what book it is, I actually forget what book we got. I guess it wasn't that important, because he's not dropping on the ground. Knowing our luck, it's probably another charged bolt book. That was a little potion of healing we missed earlier. I hear those zombies. Oh, it's Book of Holy Bolt. Oh, okay, right. That's actually pretty good. We can use that to fight Leoric. Carefully proceeding here. We have these scavengers, which are not the worst level 2 enemy, but pretty nasty nonetheless. Skullcap, that's going to be an upgrade. We could have the same armor class, or less than a cap, but I think it's good. I don't remember what it was. It might be like 3. And he's going to give me his cap, which is some armor class. I don't know why I'm not putting it on right now. I should be super excited to get a new hat. An axe that is spawned on the ground. So even though this is a low dungeon level, and like there could be cursed items, right? If an item spawns in a room like that, that's a cap of 2. Not too bad. If an item spawns on the ground in a room like that, like it's not dropped from an enemy or a chest, it actually cannot be cursed. But it's just an axe, so we're not going to be using it anyway. Just a little fun Diablo fact for you. Yeah, we're going to clear out these undead using the club nice and efficiently. We got some rotting carcasses. We've killed 3 of them so far, and I'm going to adjust the gamma so it'll be a little less bright in our faces for the rest of the run. And my brother had commented on it being a bit bright when he looked at my screen, so. Oh yes, Hunter's Bow, upgrades. There's something about getting that first Hunter's Bow in an Ironman run that just like gets your blood pumping as a rogue. You're like, yes, the Hunter's Bow is finally mine. But I don't think I can use it yet. Maybe I need some strength. So I'm getting dexterity 2 points at a time, because every 2 points it gives you 1% chance to hit. Putting in that third point there wouldn't really help. Also, every 5 points of dexterity, I believe, is an armor class, which I wasn't thinking about when I was playing this, but I'm thinking about it now, so I thought I'd mention it. Short bow.
I have no room.
Yeah, I have no room. Where would I put this? Threw out the axe for it, I guess. I was thinking back to my solo rogue days where the warrior couldn't repair the bow, and I thought I might hold on to it just in case I run out of durability or something. And it looks like we have, what are these, fiends? I don't think they're blinks. Blinks would be too strong for level 2. I'm pretty sure those are fiends, so not too worrisome. Looks like the warrior's going to repair some of his gear. And I'm getting bored of standing around, so I'm going to kill those barrels. I'm going to advance to this door to the northwest and clear out slowly as the enemies come through. Sometimes it's not worth it to switch to the club. Look, a Morning Star. That's an upgrade. You could tell he's excited. He puts that right on. He's like, yeah, let's get this Morning Star in action. One-shotting that rotting carcass. Unfortunately, the clubs and blunt weapons do deal only half damage to these animal type monsters, such as this. Oh, they're plague eaters. I was calling them scavengers. I think I just friendly fired him. No, I don't. No, maybe the plague eater was hitting him. And my hat's getting low durability. The skeleton in the stairway. At this point, Ben was like, oh, we could trap the butcher here. You'll see if we do that or not. He accidentally goes down to level 3. I'm leaving that cloak on the ground because it might be an upgrade for Ben. And I don't have any room in my inventory to pick it up anyway. Neither does he, apparently. We're going to leave that charge bolt book there and pick it up later when we... Oh, 2 charge bolt books, right. Do I still have one? No. Rags. Not as good as my 4 rags, but those rags are lying in scraps on the floor of the dungeon somewhere. And I don't know if you saw it in the last episode, but Ben did get a saber. So that's his main hand for blades, is a saber, and he's got a Morning Star. I'm pretty sure he has a buckler of 5. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of all this buckler of 1. I'll probably never need to go melee. So whenever he's using the club and he's fighting against animals, or if he's using the sword and fighting against undead, you'll see me use my bow a little bit more frequently because I'm trying to add in that extra DPS. Ooh, that was a close call. I'm pretty sure my rags broke again, and I had to, unfortunately, drink a small health potion. We're only on level 2 of the dungeon. Luckily, Ben has switched to his blade for these plague eaters, and we were able to take them all out without further embarrassment. Checking that room with my mouse pointer. Ben checks it with face. And there's nothing in there. We determine it's time to move on to this door. We're going to rogue shotgun it. Oh my gosh, there's a... Oh, there are scavengers. There's scavengers and plague eaters. Alright. And I don't know why I'm shooting. I should be letting him get the XP, but I think I'm just like, oh, unique enemy, kill them all, kill them all. Yeah, here, I realized I should wait for the unique enemy to lay down the deeps. And wow, he died really fast. Now I wonder what book that is. I'm looking around, I'm wondering. A book of healing, not bad, not bad at all. I think the rogue's gonna be using that pretty soon. Especially because I could use some actual healing at this point in time of the game. Yeah, read it. And I'm like, wait, don't use the scroll, use the actual spell. And we have this unique wall of barrels here, which is a pretty nice setup for fighting the enemies we have. And yeah, we're just gonna take out these undead. Looks like one of the barrels broke. And a potion dropped. It's just a blue dagger, probably worthless. Sometimes I like to pick up blue items just to see if they're of durability. You can see by looking at their durability, like that's not of durability, if it's a blue item of durability without identifying it, which is a pretty nice trick. Did he pick up that health potion? I think he walked over it, so I'd pick it up. And we got some of these Plague Eaters. That was a cut because I think the Bandicam's software trial version only allows 10 minutes of recording. So I had to like turn it on again. There. Here we go. Whole bunch of animal type enemies surrounded by their corpses. Gonna get enough magic to read the Holy Bolt book. And enough dexterity to wear that hunter's bow. It's in that large chest. A whole lot of nothing. Unfortunate. That's alright though. They just shot behind me for some unknown reason. Oh yeah, slay those fiends. You get him, warrior. This is a nice room that could be used to fight the butcher if we don't block the doorway. And there's a small mana potion. Very excellent. You always get those whenever you can. Now why would I need that Scroll of Town portal? There's a few uses for it. You could use it to go to town and like drop a bunch of items there. I know I said earlier you're not allowed to go to town, but I think you're allowed to just use it to store your items. Also, if a room's like really dark, you can use it as a light source. I've used it before in the past to just shine the light into a room with a lot of enemies so I can see better, because the game is pretty dark if your light radius is low. And you normally don't wear any light radius items. That's a robe with 6 defense. That's pretty good. I think he's going to give me his cloak. Yeah. Now I got a cloak of 4. This one, hopefully this one won't break. I've already broken 2 armors so far this game. And we're just going to run back to a place where we can start uncovering more of the map. That's a tactical retreat there. Maybe we're going to go to this alcove, yeah. Try to not get surrounded by a bunch of little zerglings. These things always remind me of zerglings from StarCraft. Like, when they get attacking so fast, it's like zerglings with the, I forget what it's called, not metabolic boost. That's the speed upgrade, but whatever, like the slang is cracklings. Zerglings on crack. I don't know what the actual thing's called. Adrenal glands, maybe? Anyway, we're gonna kill these rotting carcasses. Shoot one little arrow into him. I'm so proud of that cloak. Just like, can't believe it's real. Put my finger over it. It's like, yes, clothes. When you go into the dungeon, you go in naked and you hope that you find some clothing to wear. I'm probably gonna shoot down, yeah, gonna shoot down that rotting carcass because he's using the sword. And it'll take a really long time to kill it with the sword. We're gonna advance. We got 5 barrels. I'll take care of those just for time's sake. Sometimes you see us go like a little faster than the most careful speedrunners, or sorry, not speedrunners, the most careful. Ooh, that's a Scroll of Resurrect. The most careful Ironmanners, because it's like you don't want to be so careful that you're going so slow, especially if you're making a video of it. So sometimes, even though it's not the most best decisions to like have the rogue kill something, you'll see me kill it just to go a little faster. Warriors switch to the club because we got these 3 rotting carcasses. We'll take care of those. Looks like those sarcophagi have already been emptied, and there's a chest over here with a potion next to it. I almost left it. I was like, wait a minute, go back there. Blah 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 blah. That potion sound is so good. I'm gonna run to the south and go around this wall here, see what we find. And we got a Plague Eater. Wow, he didn't land a single hit on me. You can really see the difference with the cloak on, that I'm not getting hit that much. I think it was Plague Eaters earlier that forced me to drink that small health potion when I had either no armor, or no, I had rags of 2 defense and then they broke, right? Yeah. I think I accidentally shot him. Sometimes I can friendly fire the warrior. That's something I haven't mentioned explicitly yet. You probably already know this, but if you don't, Diablo 1 is really cool because you can actually accidentally or intentionally shoot your allies It doesn't do as much full damage as it would to an enemy, but in Ironman, you really have to be careful about where you're standing so that you do not shoot arrows at your ally. And if you have a mage on your team, it could even be worse if you cast Firebolt or Fireball, or if you stand in the firewall cast by your ally, you're going to take damage. That's why one of the reasons I really love this game, because you have to be tactical about how you stand, and you really have to care about positioning of your team, and it requires you to communicate that much more to make sure that you're not hitting each other. When we first started this game, I would always be accidentally hitting him, or if I was playing as the warrior, you know, he'd accidentally hit me, or like I'd run into his fire. But we've gotten a lot better with that over the years of playing, just practicing and being intuitive, and also just being like, hey, are you standing in front of that door? Because in my screen it looks like you're not standing in front of the door, and you have to take that into account too, like the desync. If the person's not actually where your screen says they are, you could accidentally shoot them, and it's a real problem. Wow, barrel to the face, that's unfortunate. And we got a small mana potion, or sorry, rather a small healing potion. I have to cast healing spell. Not too bad, because at this point I'm probably going to level up and refill my mana from the level up before I really need to use any consumable healing resources. The warrior picks up the small mana potion, small health potion. I really want to call that a mana potion for some reason. We're going to go to the northwest here, and we got a nice set of archways here. I think what I did was I missed the scavenger, and the arrow continued on and hit the warrior. So, it's my mistake. Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Atlas, Sony Soft, JP. Alright, we've taken out that group of enemies, and it's time to poke our heads into this room, see what we can see. Looks like the warrior just leveled up. I say that because he was at 80 of 80 HP when I hovered my mouse over. He's level 6. The warrior is going to be mostly getting dexterity until he can't get it anymore. So until he has 60 dexterity. Because, wow, resurrect scroll, nice. Because he's got to be able to land hits to get experience points. And of course we're hoping for dexterity gear once we get into probably the caves, maybe late catacombs, when we start identifying things. I've got 2 IDs in my inventory. He's probably got a few himself. We have 4 res scrolls, and I'm probably going to list the ID scroll number. Nah, maybe not. Who knows? I'm sure he has 1 or 2 in his inventory. And there's the butcher's room. Disgusting as always. When I was a kid, like, I don't know, I always say I was 12 years old when I was a kid, but around that age, whenever it was like 1996, 1997, the butcher scared me so much. Like, he runs so fast and has so much HP. And I didn't really understand the mechanics of RPGs where you can level up and like get stronger and then fight him again. But Ironman just brings that fear right back, because you're not really overpowered like you can be in regular like BattleNet Diablo, where you can farm the levels over and over and you can like level 12 and go fight him. But we normally do this where we're just like, alright, we will kill the butcher later. Like, we'll clear dungeon level 4, we'll come back and kill him. And I think in certain rule sets, if it's like an Ironman tournament, and yes, that exists, that if you kill the butcher before you leave level 2, you get extra points. But if you kill him later, like, you still, we just got a book drop. And I don't know what it was, because I had to like re-record, because it seems like, unfortunately, I forgot to record the rest of that level. When Bandicam stopped, it didn't make the notification sound. But basically, we cleared the rest of level 2. I think that book was like a Firebolt book or something, but basically inconsequential. And there was not too much left of that to clear. And we're going to be on to dungeon level 3 next. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with the 2017 Diablo 1 Ironman adventure, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.